Trevor, can you get up here? Nothing's working. I'm trying to get this damn screen working and nothing's turning on. Thank you. Oh, hi there. I'm Andy. And this is my...
Hello,
Jesus
baby!
Christ!
I've got pride in my brain. Can you hear it hum? Hexadecimal thoughts, binary trees, sweet silicone, man or machine. I try to keep my head on straight. I've got a faulty battery brain. I can't even recall my name. I've got a faulty battery brain.
Look, I'm a little on edge here because I have to record with PHASERLAND. We're going to do like a little interview and the screen isn't working.
Okay, what have you done this time?
I don't know, man. I fiddled with some buttons. I'll admit that, but I mean, I'm still working on it.
Let me take a look at it. Oh, this just happens too often. It's just have you read the fucking manual?
There's a manual?
You're too busy listening to your electronic synthesizer music to see what's happening in the outside world, you know?
Why, are you not a fan of electronic synthesizer music, or what?
Some of it's okay. I quite like, what's that guy's name? David Bowie. He's quite good.
Yeah, no, he's good. What's your favorite album?
Probably the best of David Bowie.
That's cheating.
That was a good one.
Isn't that cheating?
Not really, no. Well, if you don't mind, I'm just going to get this fixed and then get back to watching the rest of the Knight Rider, which you've sadly interrupted. I'm now on season 2 and April's in it. But I haven't quite managed to get to that episode yet because I keep getting called up here to fix your screen. To be honest, I don't mind. I don't really mind. Nothing else to do anyway apart from watch Knight Rider.
Are you watching it on VHS or do you have it on DVD?
Both. At the same time. Well, I think that's the best way to experience it. In visual stereo. Just like to see it in each format that it's been released on. Pretty soon I'll get the Blu-ray, I'll watch that, and then it'll be visual stereo.
Is Knight Rider on Blu-ray?
Yep.
Do you have that too?
No, I'm going to get that on Blu-ray, but it should be amazing. They should have remastered it.
Yeah. Did you fix this or what?
It was fixed 5 minutes ago. You forgot to press this.
Perfect. Thanks for your help. You're always a valuable help to me, Trevor the Turtle.
Oh yeah, here it comes. Here it comes. Yep, keep going.
No, that's it.
Okay, that was shorter than I thought it would be.
Alright, so we're still figuring shit out here on Andy's spaceship, so I thought we'd, I guess every segment is going to be new, and so here's a new segment, alright? It's called, Things We Like with People I Like. How about that? And joining me today is person I like, Ross Trinkus, aka PHASERLAND. How's it going, dude?
Oh, hello. You like me? Maybe just a little.
Yeah, that's the basic point of this whole segment.
Cool.
How are you?
I am great. My sleep schedule's messed up. I don't know what day it is, but it is great.
What we're gonna do today is you are gonna give me 5 movies that you like and why. I think I said love when I wrote earlier. I should stress to the audience, this isn't a top 5, this is just 5 movies you like kind of thing.
Oh, okay.
And then I'm gonna grade you. I'm not gonna give you mine, I'm just gonna grade you on how much I agree with your list. You gotta sell me on it.
Alright.
Did we also say I wanted 5 songs as well? Was that the bit?
Yes. Yeah, you said 5 songs.
Okay, so we're gonna do that. Maybe, do you want to just tell the audience who you are?
Hello, my name is Ross, aka PHASERLAND. I'm wearing a terrible headband today. I make synthwave music, and I'm friends with Andy Last. We go way back, actually. And this is my home studio here in Detroit metro area of Michigan, the state in the United States of America.
Did they finish that RoboCop statue?
You know, I saw an article from earlier this year, and they said it was close again, so I'm not holding my breath, but I think that it should be soonish. My guess, soonish would be like next year.
Yeah, I look forward to that.
Me too. I'll let you know how that goes. Come on down for it.
It's such a ridiculous thing, but all these things happen and I forget. I know they build like giant robot statues in Japan and stuff, and
It's been like 10 or 8 years. I mean, if it was the Japanese, it'd be done like 5 years ago.
yeah, plus they make like giant robots.
Yeah, right. This doesn't even move. It's just one position, you know?
Oh, I know how statues work. All right, so here's the deal. You are now going to tell me 5 movies. Are you comfortable saying these are 5 movies you love, or are these 5 things you like?
No, I love these movies.
Well, that's why I'm stressing that this is not a top 5.
Good.
Because sometimes the top changes, but sometimes there's just movies you love that, you know, you don't know where they necessarily fit on the list, but you just know it's a thing you like to go back to.
Absolutely. All right, we'll see what you think. I guess in no particular order. And I'm going to have the most cliche one to start off. You can probably guess what it is, because it's true. Blade Runner.
Never heard of it.
You wish.
All right, you get 1 point on my grading scale. So, why do you love Blade Runner, Ross? PHASERLAND?
Because it is totally immersive and breakthrough. And at the time, I felt like when I watched the movie for the first time, which was, I think, 2003 or something like that, it felt like it was like my movie. Like, in my circle of friends, nobody's heard of it. I was in my bedroom. It was dark. I was like getting into it. I thought it was the coolest, most atmospheric thing, and it really spoke to me. And then later on, I realized I get older in life, and all of a sudden, it becomes a cliche answer because all my friends now are online, and they all say the same shit. But yeah, and I think my mom saw that movie when she was pregnant, and I was in her belly. So that makes a lot of sense too.
So when you first saw Blade Runner, which version did you see?
I saw the DVD. It was a director's cut, so I didn't really know the other versions until I got the box set later.
Yeah, the first version I saw was director's cut. It was in my film nerd days in high school, and the only thing I was ever told about it was my older brother just said Blade Runner's a cool movie, and that was it. And then my first experience was the director's cut, and I thought it was awesome. And to be honest with you, I think the final cut is pretty good, except for the one line that they changed, because there's a line of dialogue that they swapped. Rutger Hauer, when he says, "I want more life, fucker," and then they changed it to "father" in the final cut, and it's not like a crazy change, but I just liked the other line better because it was weirder, but that's about it.
Sure. Yeah.
All right, well, you get 1 point, all right? What else you
got? I don't know the point scale, but I'll take the 1.
Well, it's out of 5.
Okay.
Because you got 5 choices, right? So now I'm going to grade you at the end out of 5.
Oh, okay. All right. Next one would be UHF.
All right, I'll give you a point.
The absurdity, the gall of what he's making at the time, storyline, just the ridiculously of it all. I love it. The whole TV station business, even the I forget the executive asshole guy who owns the station. I think it's the same like asshole in Caddyshack.
I love whenever there's those like 80s villain types that like pop up in multiple movies. Like my favorite is fucking Dick Jones. What the hell is Ronnie Cox? You know, he's like the bad guy in Total Recall, and he's the bad guy in RoboCop. Yeah. Wait, he's also Beverly Hills Cop, isn't he? Also the fucking like the leader of the police? What do you call those people?
Police chief?
Yeah, but I don't think he's a supreme asshole in that one. Like he's a jerk, but I think he comes around. Like in the other movies, he doesn't come around. Like he's just an asshole the whole movie, but he's a great asshole.
Wait, you talking about Total Recall? I'm thinking of the Ironside guy.
I'm thinking of the main bad guy, fucking Cohagen.
Gotcha.
Anyway, whatever. You get a point for UHF. UHF is a funny movie.
Yes, it's great. When it's on, I'll watch it. The next one would be, it's kind of a tie, but I'll say like Almost Famous or Dazed and Confused. That starlighty 70s nostalgic warmth music, storytelling, whatever. I'll say Almost Famous. It's a great movie.
All right, I'll give you a point. Although I haven't seen it since it came out, I do remember it was, you know when like movies just make you feel good? Like it was one of those. Like you just felt good when it was over. Like, like that. Yeah, so.
Oh, absolutely. Great soundtrack. In college, I was more into the 70s, like stuff. Like I was like big into Zeppelin and stuff and learning those riffs and whatever. That lifestyle. There was a lifestyle. But before, I mean, I was always into the 80s too, but like I was in a little phase there. But
PHASERLAND.
I appreciate all of that. Well, there you go. I'm keeping points here. So at least I have 3 out of 5, so that's not bad.
I look forward to disagreeing with you. That's when the show gets really interesting.
I'm gonna have another cliche answer. Would be the Goonies.
All right, this is where I take a lot of flack from my audience on Beyond Synth. I am not fond of the Goonies, so I'm not going to give you a point. But tell the audience why you like the. I'm always like shouted down on this one because everyone loves the Goonies. So you tell me about it.
All right. Well, first, Spielberg magic woven into it. The storyline perfectly cast. The music's fantastic. Dave Grusin did the whole score for it. So. I mean, it's a win-win-win. It's a great movie. I don't know. It's fine. You don't have to like it.
I will say the score is good. I like the score. Okay. I like those kind of like the mystery adventure synth kind of score, especially that like the or whatever, you know, like
right, yeah.
With stuff like that. I always like those little twinkly kind of 80s synth sounds, like in Back to the Future. You know, like whenever something. You know, happens and it's the diddly diddly. Like, I love all that stuff.
Absolutely.
So I will say there are aspects of Goonies that I appreciate, but you still don't get a point. What's your next?
No, that's fine. I do like Trading Places quite a bit. I just think of like movies that are on. Like I just love it. Like I've always loved them. So maybe some of it's to do with like being a kid and like blah 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 nostalgia, whatever. Mm-hmm. But like Trading Places is always a great film. And then I was just gonna cheat and say like the Lord of the Rings trilogy, like all of them. Just put them together. Don't want to pick out one.
I count them as one big movie. I'll give you a point for that. I haven't actually ever seen Trading Places.
Are you really?
Yeah, I've never seen it.
Really? Watch it. Watch it.
Here's a bonus point. Do you prefer the director's cuts?
You know, I have whatever version I have. I've just been watching it. I don't know. I'm bad like that sometimes.
I don't know if you get the bonus point here. If you want the bonus point, you're supposed to say, yes, I prefer the extended editions that add an additional...
I prefer the way they're supposed to be in the... You know, yes. I'll just say yes.
Like, okay, so in the versions you watch, in the third movie, do you see Saruman die? At the beginning of the film, do you see the scene where Saruman falls out of the tower and then lands on that spinning wheel with the spikes?
I think so.
Then you are watching the extended editions.
Yeah.
Because they cut that scene out of the theatrical one, so the last time you ever see him is at the end of the second movie.
Well, good. I'm glad I passed the Andy test.
Yeah, it's good. Hey, Trevor, can you get up here, man? The screen shut off again. I lost the signal. Thanks.
Fuck. Jesus Christ. I tell you what, it's a long way up from that fucking floor.
Yeah,
Right. What do you want?
Well, I'm trying to get the, You don't sound like Trevor.
Well, I'm not Trevor. I'm Stanley.
What?
I'm his cousin.
How many turtles are on this ship?
Well, how many do you think?
Well, so far I've met 2, I guess.
Well, maybe there's more, maybe there ain't. But anyway, I'm Stanley, and Trevor's down below just fucking about. I think he's playing solitaire or something. So what do you want doing?
Well, the screen...
I've had enough of you. Listen, right, I'm sick of you, right? Is that you that's left a shit in toilet in the cabin crew's toilet? Is that you?
If you think I would be caught dead in that part of the ship, you're insane, all right? I've got a luxury bathroom.
Exactly, so you don't want to spoil it, so you think you can come in our cabin and take a shit there, can you? I know Trevor said like eat more fibre, but fucking hell. Come on, mate. Anyway, right.
All right, look, listen to me, all right? We got to fix the screen.
Sorry.
We're going to have to get you guys little outfits or something because it's going to be hard to tell you all apart.
Just look at my badge. Oh, it's fallen off. Fuck! I can't bloody wink, can I?
All right.
Right, you want me to do this monitor or what?
Yeah, so I was in the middle of talking to PHASERLAND and we were just doing our favorite movies and stuff and then the went fuzzy again.
Well, it's not my problem, is it? What you talking to me about?
No, it is your problem if you're a fucking maintenance turtle. Like,
No, Trevor's the maintenance. He just sent me up because he said that you were gassing and you were moaning or something. And you were on. What were you talking to PHASERLAND about anyway?
Well, we were talking about our like favorite movies and stuff.
And what's yours?
Well, he was basically giving his list and I was grading him on it.
Right. So what was his grade?
I gave him a 4 out of 5.
Is that good?
That's pretty good, yeah. It's because I don't like the Goonies, so I knocked him off a point for that.
Fucking hell, you're a fucking goonie. Great film. Fucking great film, mate. I love it. Absolutely love it. In fact, a good, well-known true fact, actually, in fact, one of my nephews, Josh, he used to be good mates with Sloth.
You mean the actor who played Sloth?
Well, he just said Sloth. He was good mates with him, so I just went with it. I'm not going to judge him. I'm not going to, if he's telling lies, I'm not going to pull him up on it. I've got no other way of, well, he's not disproved it.
Wait, so is he a turtle too?
Yeah. So basically, if you want to know, we've got about five families on this ship. One works in kitchen. One family. Other one works in the maintenance bit, so that's Trevor's family, which is also me as well. And then we've got a few others that just doss around. They're just here just for a free holiday. So back to this monitor. Then what seems to be the trouble, officer?
Well, listen, look, the fucking it's gone fuzzy, okay? That's all.
Well, why didn't you just say that in first place? Right. So let's have a look at it then. Let me get under and have a look at it. Move your legs. That's it. Right. Fuck, Andy, can you wear some socks, please? I didn't know you had web feet. Jesus Christ. Does this tickle?
You want a wrench?
No, I'm having a look now. Let's have a look. Right, so,
I got wrenches up here because I was trying to fix the console myself
Andy,
earlier.
I've got no fucking fingers, mate. So what's the point? I'm all right with my stumps. Hang on. Just shut up a minute. I'm trying to concentrate. Right, red wire. Blue wire. Yeah. 13 amps. Yeah, that's your problem, mate. It's fuzzy. I can get parts in next week, but it'll cost you.
Look, PHASERLAND is waiting patiently for us to do segment 2, alright? So
Right. Oh, I didn't know you were waiting for him. Oh, say no more. I'll get it fixed in a jiffy. Let's have a look at this thing. So where was I? Red wire. Right, have you got, is it HDMI? Have you got HDMI?
Yeah.
Is it HDMI or is it just like, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
4K ready.
What's it else it plugged into? What's it plugged in? What's this here? Oh, fuck it. A bit of spark. Right, so, yeah. Yeah, I'm going to have to get Trevor on this. I can't.
What the fuck did he send you up for then if you can't do anything?
He thought you were after a drink or something. He thought you just wanted some orange juice or something with juicy bits in. So I said, I'll do that. But I'm still trying to get to the bottom of who took a shit in our toilet.
Well, considering there's 5 families of turtles, I guess, on this ship, I imagine it was one of
No
them.
one shits like that. No turtle shits like that, mate. It's a human turd, that is. All right. Have you tried doing this? Turning it on and off.
No, I'll give that a shot now. Ready?
That usually does it.
Here we go. Hold on. Oh, there you go. There he is. All right. Thanks, man.
Fucking unbelievable. See you later, you dozy old cunt.
And that was... What was your name again?
Stanley.
All right. Well, how about this, man? We did movies, and now we're going to do We're going to do songs.
So, as you know, I'm a guitar player. You can see some guitars back there. And I obviously love synthwave because I make it. But there's other genres that you probably know I like, which is like jazz and stuff like that. And that kind of help form what I do in my music now with certain tone, tonality, and scales and stuff. But Pat Metheny, this guitar player, it's a song called like San Lorenzo. It's a fantastic song. I have it on vinyl. It's beautiful. It's like probably from '79 or whatever, but it's so good. I first heard it because like my guitar teacher years ago recommended it, and I'm not sure if I was quite ready for it, or maybe the one album he recommended was it was kind of world music sounding with like children's choirs, and I wasn't into that cut particularly, but there's a huge catalog, and he's a genius, and it's great. So, but yeah, that the whole '70s smooth thing they got going on is beautiful. So I was gonna lump that in with Bob James at all. Bob James is amazing. I'll lump him in there too, as well. He did like the Taxi theme song with Angela. That was probably the most famous thing. Do, 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 do. You know what I'm talking about? The TV show.
I just want to hear you sing it. That's all.
Do 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 do. That's all I got.
I just took a sip of.
Seriously, if you search Bob James, I think it's called Angela or Taxi theme song, like you'll know what I'm talking about.
I mean, I remember seeing Taxi when I was a kid. It's one of those shows I haven't watched since I was young. But it's like, sometimes there's just theme songs of old shows that like the second you hear them, like I never watched Dear John, but I know the Dear John theme song. Right. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
Dear John, but I don't think I watched a frame of that show. So what else you got for me?
So I'm just gonna pick a whole album because I can. Because it's so hard to pick a song from there. Because it's a Rush album. So I'm a big Rush fan too. I'm just gonna put the Power Windows album on there.
I'm Canadian, so I'm supposed to just say yes. It's like a Canadian rite of passage when people mention Rush. Right. It's like, oh yeah, Rush. I'm like, yeah, Rush.
Yeah, the Power Windows album and then the Hemispheres album.
There is actually a Rush song that I do really like, and it's kind of synthy. Jacob's Ladder. Do you know that song?
Yeah. Hell yeah, dude.
All right, I like that song.
Alt songs.
That'll be my favorite Rush song is Jacob's Ladder.
Sweet. It's a good one.
All right.
Fun fact, you ever seen High Fidelity?
Yes.
Jack Black's in that too. There's a scene where like he's walking in and like he's singing Jacob's Ladder. He's like singing the synth part for that song in that movie when you walk in. He's like it only lasts like 5 seconds, but that's Jacob's Ladder.
I like trivia. You get an extra point for the trivia.
Sweet. All right, so the next one is Tonight by Le Cassette. Sexy song.
Yeah, that's definitely as far as synthwave goes, as far as anything goes, I want to make that clarification. I think, I host Beyond Synth, and obviously, maybe it appears to people that my taste or my opinion is sort of skewed because all I do is listen to basically artists in and around the synthwave scene now. But for the songs that I hold in really high regard, to me, it's not, I like this song in synthwave. It's like, I like this as one of my favorite songs of all time. Like, Tonight is just a special track, and what I love about, I guess, the synthwave scene in general is that there's been so many artists and songs that have popped up that are now, like, my favorite things.
Exactly, yeah.
And some things that just get fucking stuck in my head. I mean, your damn... Do you know the song, your song, who sings it? You know the, got a cool dad. I always think it's Cool Dad.
Right, yeah. Hot Stunner. That's Nicky Dodds, right?
Yeah. That song is always stuck in my head. Like, I love that there's just these tracks that are made by, independent, smaller artists that to me are just as important or more important than some of the big bands that I grew up with.
Oh.
And the overall quality, like, there's sort of a consistent sort of quality. So, like, you're one of the producers, I feel like every time you put out an album, it's like, just the tracks are all good. And there's a consistency to the quality. Like, so, for example, when I was younger and say I was listening to, like, Coldplay, I know it's a bad example, but, like, there'd be one song that was really good, like the hit song, and then we'd get the album, and then it'd be like, that was the best song on the album, and the other ones are kind of duds, right? And so in this, what I found with the synthwave scene, especially like the artists that I really respect, is the albums are all good. You know what I mean? Like, they'll put out an album that's like, like 10 tracks, and I like all 10 tracks. I've been grooving lately to the new Droid Bishop, and like,
Yeah, that's a great.
It's
that's a
fucking
great one.
solid, man. Like the whole thing is solid, you know. And meanwhile,
Really is, yeah.
I grew up with these sort of these pop acts that like, you know, they had one great song and then an album full of like kind of meh, whatever. Even my favorite band, like my favorite band is Depeche Mode, and you know they're always like experimenting and stuff with sounds. And so there's whole Depeche Mode albums that even though they're my favorite band, I'm like I'm not feeling this album. You know, there's maybe like one track I like on it.
I remember that all the time, going to the record store or like listening to something, and then you're stuck with it. You know, you save a little bit, you spend $10-15 on a CD, and then you're just like kind of like force yourself to listen to it because maybe you'll like it, but you really don't, right? Like you know when you really like a song, and you put it on an album, like yeah, back in the days or 90s or 2000s, you're just like, God damn it.
Yeah, I remember I worked at the bank, and this was before the internet, or before I really had internet, and I was trying to figure out, you know the song Bizarre Love Triangle by New Order?
Yeah.
So that I love that song, and when I was young, I didn't know who did it. And you remember before the internet and before Shazam, it was really hard to find things out when you're like, what's that song that goes like...
A track. Yeah, for sure.
So I just so happened to work with some dude who knew it, and he's like, oh, that's Bizarre Love Triangle by New Order. I'm like, oh, cool. So I went to the fucking music store and bought the Best of New Order, which was a double CD that cost $40. And like New Order's a good band, but like that Best of Bizarre Love Triangle was still my favorite song on the whole thing. I paid $40 for this double CD. I like that. I like this song called 1964, I think. Is that what it's called? Johnny, don't point that
yeah, Johnny.
gun
Yeah, I know
at
what you're
me.
talking about. Yeah.
My point is, I paid $40, and then there ended up being like 3 tracks that I really liked.
Yeah, that you like it on there. Right. Thank you for saying I put out consistently good music. That makes me feel pretty good. So thank you.
Well, I'm here to make people feel good. That's the point of. That's my new point.
Good.
Yeah, I'm done making people feel bad all the time.
Good. Yeah. All right. Next one is it's because it got me into the synthwave world, and we're on the synthwave kick. Is the Mitch Murder, like the Glass Cities EP.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just beautiful. It's like perfect, and it's what got me roped in. So I'll always have a special attachment to that. Okay, so the next one is like it's like a remix because I don't know what the original one is or how it got turned into it. So it's kind of vaporwavy, kind of random. There's an artist like Po1. There's a track called Sunset, and it's so awesome. It's like tropical, lush, like jazzy, full, romantic. It's like all in one. It's like everything I want in this like song, and it's only like 2 minutes, like a minute and a half, 2 minutes. And it's like a sample. I don't even know what the original one came from, but I just love it so much. So yeah, Po1 Sunset.
I think that's just the magic of music in general. I mean, it was the synthwave scene that inspired me to sort of, you know, make these shows and get to know all these, you know, these artists and people and stuff like that. And for me, the reason why is just because music is so inspiring. It might be the most important art for me, even though I love movies and TV and, you know, video games and stuff like this. But I find a lot of those are more like, what's the word? It's more like engaging entertainment, like you're watching a thing and you're sort of absorbing what's going on. But music is the art that makes me imagine and become creative, and I think that's why it's the most important for me. And just like what you're just saying, right? You can listen to some weird 2-minute song and it can just power you. You know, music can just make you happy, and
it just makes you kind of stop what you're doing and be like, oh,
yeah.
It engages you like internally instead of externally. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, it's external. If you've ever been in one of those people's cars where they have like the stereos, like with the bass is so vibrating that it's like rumbling you, and in that case, the music is moving you externally.
I was always aware with those huge subsystems back, you know, in the late 90s when it was cool, whatever, that like my dad was like, always be careful. Those low frequencies will really hurt your ears, and I know you're a guitar player, so don't get in those cars, bro. Because my friends had some huge like systems in their car, and I just would always.
Sounds like you had some cool friends.
Yeah, no, I know. Well, I did. I'm like, listen, this is way too loud. Just wait till I get out of the car and you can turn it up, because like. And then now I think they've lost some of their hearing. Their hearing isn't very good. So my moral of my story is don't listen to shit too loud without earplugs.
The moral I took from that is it's okay to be like a nerd. Because like you're gonna show up in their car like, guys, this is too loud, guys. Can you just drop me off here? I'll walk the rest of the way. My dad said that.
I know. Well, I mean, I like to jam a nice loud song every now and again as well. But
No,
if you're
no, you don't need to
enhancing
impress me.
those low frequencies in your car, it's just,
No, it's true. No, that's the thing. It's like we make fun now, but the bottom line is we want to maintain as many aspects of our health for as long as possible.
exactly,
And so
especially
if the if the competition is between now being like a 40-year-old and actually still being able to hear and being sort of like roughly in shape, and then you've got your other friends who are 40 and they're like bald and fat and they can't hear and stuff, and you're just like, hey man, it paid that I didn't get laid for 30 years, but I can still hear, while they were all partying.
well, Andy, you can still be careful about your hearing and get laid. Woo! So I don't know what you're doing.
That is the moral of today's. All right, man. Well, look, thanks for coming on and giving me your list of things you like.
Absolutely. My pleasure. I'm looking forward to your new show.
The bottom line is, you're a cool guy. Keep on making cool music. Do you want to tell people where they can go? I can put things on the screen, like web addresses and stuff.
Just search for PHASERLAND, but I'm on Bandcamp and Spotify, Amazon, SoundCloud, all those ditties. Buy some albums, enjoy, go stream it, whatever. Message me and get your download code, whatever you want. Just go check it out. And by the way, I'm working on some new material with Nikki Dodds. We're gonna have a new 3-track EP coming out at the end of this year. More synth pop stuff.
You know what you should do? Because I know she's not saying in that song, you're a cool dad, but you should actually at one point acknowledge that and make the cool dad song.
That's a good idea. Just take the clips of the chorus, whatever, and just like put them together and make a little bouncy thing with got a cool dad. But like picture like Tom Selleck on there.
And then it can be like an anthem on Father's Day.
Oh, we need a good Father's Day anthem.
Marketing.
So that's a really good idea. Yeah, actually, that's a really good idea.
All right. You got a cool dad. Something.
Even if it doesn't have to be your biological dad. If you have like a stepdad.
No, it has to be biological.
I was thinking about,
I'm not budging on this.
Patrick Duffy was a pretty cool stepdad.
Look, thanks for joining me in my spaceship today, Mr. PHASERLAND.
You're very welcome.
You have a lovely day, and people should go check out your music, and that's it.
All right, take care. Thanks, Andy.
Hello.
Hello, Andy. Is this Andy? Did I call Andy's number with Andy's?
I like take one better. Hey, how's it going, man?
Hey, Andy.
What are you doing?
I need your opinion. I'm going to a fancy ball tonight. Do you think 1 or 2?
As in, you're going to wear 1 or 2?
Yeah, should I wear them both? Anyway, how you doing? I wanted to see how you're doing. Plus feedback on my masks.
Yeah, no, I'm doing okay, man. Do you want to do a quiz?
Out of the blue? Hell yeah.
I have a quiz here from 2005. It's called, here, I'll just show the camera here. You see that? It's called Fan Fanatic. How much do you really know about Mary-Kate and Ashley? All right?
Fan Fanatic? That's redundant.
I guess it is, isn't it? Well, let's fucking chastise the idiot who wrote this twiz.
Andy, speaking of Mary-Kate and Ashley Olsen, I could go for a slice of pizza. P-I-Z-Z-A.
Pizza! P-I-Z-Z-A.
Number 1. This. By the way, this is to find out how much you really know about Mary-Kate and Ashley, all right?
Good.
Did I already say that?
Yeah.
On Full House, Mary-Kate and Ashley played DJ, Michelle, Stephanie, or both B and C.
Michelle.
That is correct.
I need pizza.
Which statement is true? They are the first twins to ever star in a sitcom together. At age 6, they became the youngest Hollywood producers in history. Mary-Kate and Ashley have no other siblings. Or the girls were born in London, England.
I feel like these are all roles they've played in movies.
Only one of these is true.
But all of the movies star Steve Guttenberg. Isn't that the one where, like, they're British, starring Steve Guttenberg?
I've never seen a single Mary-Kate and Ashley Olsen film.
It's all the same movie. We're twins. What a mix-up. One famous actor is the father. One time it's Dennis Quaid, and one time it's Steve Guttenberg, and one time it's Brosnan.
There's no way he's in one.
Is Pierce Brosnan not in one of those movies?
I don't know.
Anyway, the youngest Hollywood producer, I think that was Drew Barrymore in E.T. She used to do mad coke with Spielberg back in the day. She, like, negotiated for rights at a club one night.
Was she 6?
Yeah, I thought she was 4.
So what's your
How
answer?
old was E.T.? Is E.T. the youngest producer in Hollywood?
I don't know. He's an alien. I don't know. Fucking...
Okay, I'm gonna go with that. That they're the youngest producers in Hollywood at age 6.
That's correct.
Oh, nice. I might have to get the next few wrong on purpose so I don't come off as the ultimate fan.
Mary-Kate and Ashley recently appeared in ads for which designer? By recently, I mean in 2005. Aren't they like 50 now? Somehow they became older than me.
You know, Hollywood takes a toll on you.
It certainly does.
It adds 10 pounds.
Yeah. Mary-Kate and Ashley recently appeared in ads for which designer? Badgley Mishka? Badgley. Badgley?
I thought you were going to say Badge Mickelson.
So A is Badge Mickelson, B is Marc Jacobs, C is Gucci, or D is Kate Spade?
Marc Jacobs. No backstory on that answer. That's my answer.
Okay, that is incorrect. It is in fact Badge Mickelson. So you get an X on that one. Which twin is older? Mary-Kate or Ashley?
Let's say Mary-Kate, because her name comes first.
Yep, you are wrong. Ashley.
Yep, you're wrong.
Their first starring roles in a movie were in New York Minute, A Cinderella Story, Charlie's Angels Full Throttle, or It Takes Two.
I think New York Minute might be the one with Steve Guttenberg. Is that the one with Kirstie Alley? I am coming off as the ultimate fan fanatic. Jesus Christ. Man, I've seen a lot of movies. Their first one. Let's say is It Takes Two.
That's correct.
Oh no, damn it.
I love the idea that, like, winning this game is losing.
Yeah, my backstory was going to be because It Takes Two might have been the one that helped propel them to the rest of their fame. I do know way too much about them.
Ashley says her style icon is Charlize Theron, Kate Moss, Kate Hudson, or Audrey Hepburn.
Kate Moss.
Wrong.
Oh.
Audrey Hepburn. Which of the following scents is not from the Mary-Kate and Ashley brand? As of 2005. Is that still a brand?
Yeah, they're billionaires. They're actual billionaires.
Which of the following scents is not from the Mary-Kate and Ashley brand? Is it Coast to Coast LA, Coast to Coast Miami Spice, Coast to Coast New York City, or Coast to Coast Malibu Style?
It's gotta be Miami Spice. You made that shit up.
That is correct.
What am I, like 4 for 5?
When she's on the red carpet, Mary-Kate says she always has to accessorize with cute shoes, a glitzy handbag, lots of makeup, or jewelry.
Bag.
Wrong, jewelry.
Oh. The real answer is pizza.
Which one of the following stars made a cameo appearance in New York Minute? Was it Jack Osborne, Cameron Diaz, Drew Barrymore, or Will Ferrell?
Which of these stars? Drew Barrymore.
That is incorrect.
Oh.
It is Jack Osborne, the popular star Jack Osborne. Bonus question. Who is Jack Osborne?
He's the guy from the White Stripes? Wait, what am I thinking about?
No, that's Jack White.
Oh, that's why it's called the White Stripes. Yeah, that makes sense. Who is Jack Osborne?
I don't know.
Hey, Google. Who is Jack Osborne?
According to Wikipedia, Jack Joseph Osborne is an English media personality with dual American and British citizenship.
He's a British guy.
Worth it.
The son of Ozzy Osbourne? Is that who they're saying?
Oh! One last question. Mary Kate and Ashley are fraternal twins or identical twins?
Can I add my own option and say that they're sorority twins?
No.
Alright, then they are identical twins.
That is incorrect.
What?
They're fraternal twins.
No. But doesn't that mean that they don't look alike?
Yeah.
But they were hired in their entire career as being exact lookalikes of each other.
I guess that's why the question is difficult.
Because it's wrong!
No, because it's like, you expect them that they're identical. Maybe they're just very close looking in appearance fraternal twins.
Disagree to disagree.
You got 4 correct.
Hmm.
That puts you
That disappoints me now. Maybe I wanted to win.
4 to 6 correct, alright, so I'm circling it. That's the middle. Sure, you can call yourself an Olsen fan, but you have a lot of brushing up to do. You know the basics, but are a little hazy on the finer deets. It's time to have an MK&A movie marathon to give yourself a boost.
I mean, I agree. I know the basics. I do probably should bone up on my MK&A. I'm gonna go bone up on MK&A.
The only MK&A, as far as I'm concerned, is Mortal Kombat Annihilation, the popular film from 1997 and one of my favorites.
I had a teacher in college who did the music soundtrack to the Mary Kate and Ashley Olsen PlayStation 1 game. And I went and bought that game.
Hey man, that
to
guy's more
some
of a star to me than fucking Jack Osborne.
The year was 2005 too, and when was the game from? 2001? I went to a used game store and I found it, and I was like, oh, and I brought it back, and I wanted him to sign it, and he was like, what is this? What are you doing? Like, and I was like, come on, it's so random and weird, right, dude?
So
He said, I'm a professor, don't call me dude.
So you mean like he was too serious to get the
like,
joke?
like he had written it off. I'd be like, oh my god, yeah, fuck yeah, I scored the Mary Kate and Ashley Olsen PlayStation game. He was like, no, I don't care, I don't know.
Oh,
I don't even know.
I had
what
a
your name
cinematography teacher in college who did the videos for this fucking boy band called Before 4. This trio of just the strangest looking guys.
is. Wait, Before 4 is a trio?
Yeah, they were called Before 4. Get it? But when we brought it up, like he had a good humor about it because it was like it was a gig, you know what I mean? Like he wasn't just like don't ever talk about that, you know, like this fucking idiot. He was like, we laughed about it. I'm like, you filmed that video? I'm just like, were those guys like as weird looking in real life as they were in the video? And anyway, all right, look, man, I gotta go.
I do too.
Thanks for doing a quiz with me.
Well, now I'm gonna go to YouTube and I'm gonna sing It Takes Two, baby. It takes two. Just me and you. I want pizza. Pizza. All right, Andy, I gotta get at it.
All right, dude. Peace.
Pizza.
I don't know what camera to look at here. 1, camera 2, camera 1, camera 2, camera 1. Listen, thanks for watching the show. This has been Andy's Spaceship. Tune in next time, and we're gonna have a good time, I guess. What do you think about that, Trevor?
We'll have a good time. Thanks for watching, everybody. I really appreciate the viewers' interest in this show. Thank you for watching.
Uh-huh.
Sorry. What do you want me to say here, Andy?
How about it's been a wild ride?
Okay. Just go now.
Yep.
It's been a wild ride.
Right, say with some pep. I want some enthusiasm. Be like,
Oh, sorry. It's been a wild ride.
I'm gonna conquer the universe, and I'll take off like a flash across the sky. Conquer the universe, I'm gonna make it if I try. I'll be all over outer space tonight, and I will party in far out galaxies. Conquer the universe, it is my final destiny. So many places I have yet to go. So many stars and so much space. I'm gonna conquer the universe, and I'll take off like a flash across the sky. Conquer the universe, I'm gonna make it if I try. I'll be all over outer space tonight.
Punta la pinza!